Hello, dear creatives. Welcome to SimSWOT Online Flower Class. My name is Oluyinka Oduobi. In this tutorial, we're going to be doing another lovely flower. And as usual, I'm here with my fabric. You can use virtually any fabric also for this particular tutorial. You can use your laces, you can use your gele, ashoke, any fabric at all. And that is why I'm here to give you ideas of what and what so that you won't continue to show a common flower designs. So in this particular tutorial, I'm going to be using, you can use virtually any size. Like I always tell you, I don't need you to be using a particular size, but it depends on how big or how small you want your flower to be. So now I'm going to be using the size of this circle. We're still working on circles because you will have noticed that the designs I've been showing you are on circles. We're going to still be doing designs on triangles, squares, different shapes because flower making we work with shapes. So now we're using this size now is 14 and a half. This is 14 and a half, and this smaller one is 12. We're using 12. Okay, so now what are we to do in this design? It's going to really come out really lovely. We're using two of the size. Let me tell you again. This is 15 and this is 12. This is 12, yes. So we're going to be using two of the design, and this is what we're going to do. You fold into triangle and fold into another triangle, making sure that they are all equal. So I'm folding into this equal, then folding into another triangle. Then I use my lighter. You notice that I didn't really introduce all the things we're going to be using, but on along the line, I'm going to be showing you. So I didn't forget, but I just want to go straight to the point to what we're to do today. So the second one too, you do the same thing, equal into 4. You burn. I'm burning so that I won't use my the pins, but if you want to use the pin, you are free to, so as to hold it. So I make sure this is equal to, then I've already done the burning round of this, so you can tuck in as you're doing that. Then I'm going to now use my pins. So of course you can use your pins now if you like. Okay, what I'm going to do is, let me show you, facing one direction. I'm just going to let it face one direction. So you see, this one has a hole, this one has a hole. So I put this inside the hole just for you to understand. I will pin for now. Then do this other smaller one. Remember, it has a right side and it has a wrong side, so always use it. The material I'm using presently is mercury material, so I do the same folding, but like I told you, you can use virtually any material to do this design I'm trying to show you. So I burn, I press down. So now with this, now what you need to do is put this inside this. Can you see what I've done? You put it inside each other. Remember the holes are here. Then, well, I also prefer to face everything for me to face the same direction. Then look for the midpoint, and put the midpoint here. Can you see what I've done? Then you pin all together. Can you see what I've done? So facing one direction, the three facing one direction. Then this is the one I've been doing. Look at what I've been doing. So this is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 3, and this is a 4. So this is going to be the fifth one. So what I'm now going to do is to continue the extension. I'm going to now start pinning, passing running stitch. And you have to make sure you get all the 4. So I start from the down, then I start passing running stitch. By the time you get to this, please make sure you hold it. Even as you're pinning, make sure you are looking at everything and you're getting everything pinned down. It's very important so that you don't miss out anyone. And for your safety, I can also tell you to remove this, but if you're not so sure, you can just still leave it. So I continue passing the running stitch. Making sure you are holding, now I'm holding the second version, the second of this. Then what I will do is I prefer to remove my pin so that it won't hurt me. Then continue. Like I said, making sure that you are getting all of them. Then this is the smaller triangle, the smaller circle one. Also hold on to it. Can you see what I've just done? Then you just continue. Making sure you're setting everything. Make sure you set everything and you continue passing your running stitch. So if possible, you have to be looking at the front side and the back side of it. So now can you see what I've done now? So you set it and you tie. Before you tie, you should get ready whatever you want to use. I'm going to be using this Everfoam, and you will try as much as possible. You can use it for it to be like your guideline for you to tighten, especially those that don't know the size of what the roundness to do. So this is what I'm going to do. Can you see what I've just done? So that it tightens. Let me show you from this other side. So this is how I normally do it, so that it won't be too loose or too tight. So I'm going to tighten it, find a way to hold it down so that it won't loosen up. Then tighten it like 2-3 times. I would suggest, did you see what I just did? Is to be on safer side. So okay, see, tighten many times. Good. So now you can cut. So what do I do next? You don't need to remove it again. You don't need to, since you've gotten it. And what I can easily do is with my glue gun. You can either use UHU or you can use your glue gun, but I will use my glue gun this time around to hold it down. I'll just use my glue gun. Then with the help of my wooden, you can use virtually any color of wooden, but I'm using this black. I use it to cover it. Can you see what I'm doing? So then at times it might be necessary for you to use a bit of your gum here too. So I will suggest you use it so that it holds. You bring it up again. You go to the next one so that you're sure it's holding up to it. Is this your first time of joining me in this class? You're highly welcome. I'm Oluyinka Oduwabi, as I introduced myself earlier on. Please, I would like you to subscribe to my channel, to my YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, if I'm really explaining very well to you. If you have any question, you're free to ask me. Can you see I'm also adjusting it, which you can do anyhow you like, anyhow. Even if I want to still give it more designs, I can easily do that, but I won't do it now in this for this particular one. So you can spread it anyhow you want. It's really coming lovely. So please give me a thumbs up, like I've been saying, to encourage me to look for more fine designs for you. So now I'm going to be putting this on my Alice band, but if you want to put it directly on your fascinator or your hearts or whatever, on your straw hats, whatever, you can just put it directly. It's already, you can do like a 2 of it or a 3 of it and just put it directly on whatever you want to use. So now, but this one, for this class, I will decide, I'm just going to put it on the airband, and I'll be using this. You can use the big one. We have the big one, the big airband, and you have the small one, but I'll be using the small one for this. You can also use the big one if you like. Can you see? You can use the big one and you can use the small one. But what I do normally, like I tell people, is I normally use the smaller one for this particular one. I use the 5 centimeter length for the first one to cover this place. Maybe the second one I'm going to use a 7. The second one is 7. So if you like, we can use the bigger one of the airband or the smaller one of the airband. So what I do now is I fold into 2. I fold again into 4. Remember, there is the opening side, the 2 1, and there's the folded part. Please always remember, because you can always make mistake. Then from the folded part, you turn it into 4. Then have a small notch, just a small notch. Can you see? It's just a tiny notch, depending on the size of the airband you're using. Then what you do again is, this is the rough side and this is the fine side. So what you need to do now is you put this inside like this and back out. Then you move this to where you want the airband to. to start, the flower to start from. Like I always say, you can always leave like a 10 centimeter, preferably. Then what you now need to do is find a way to cover this. So I'm going to just put a gum, then at the edges put, remember that I said glue gum glue dries faster, so you have to be fast with whatever you're doing with this now. Thank you really for joining me. Thank you for encouraging me. You encourage me more by giving me a like. Thank you so much. Please just don't watch the video. Give me a like so that it will encourage me to look for more. Subscribe also to my channel so that it will encourage me really to do more. So this is how it's going to look now, and you can use it like as a gift to somebody, to a child, even adults too can use it, and anyone, you can use it. You can stone it. You can still put your feathers on top of it to blow it out to make the design look more elaborate. And I hope you really like the design. So thank you for joining me. God bless you. Thank you.